Alive? Am I live? Is a nigga live? So I decided to come on today and I won't be long. I won't hold you up if you are watching right now. I appreciate you watching, taking the time to watch me. Some of y'all sleep. I can understand that. You can catch this later on in the morning on your way to work or on your way to doing whatever the hell you do. But today I decided to come to do one, and I know I said I was gonna do one. Do this consistently, and that's the plan. That's the plan. But I want to cook up something that's real good for y'all, man, so it can really get out there, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm hard on myself. I had to critique myself. I I'm hmm, I'm just now getting back to this. I didn't do this every Monday or every Friday like I used to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get back on. But I came back on here today because the death of Pete Rose and Dikembe Mutombo. And the first I want to start off with Dikembe Mutombo. Of course, that was out of nowhere. His illness was never public, but still, his if you are a basketball fan, this dude, man, he was nothing to play with. Mount Mutombo, man, he introduced himself when he was on the Denver Nuggets. He is one of the greatest centers from Georgetown under John Thompson. John Thompson. John Thompson produced a lot of great big men. We talking Patrick Ewing, Alonzo Mourning, and Dikembe Mutombo. He was drafted. I would say Dikembe was drafted in 1991 by the Denver Nuggets. Soon as he came to the league, the man was averaging 3.5 or over blocks a game. He can rebound very well. He was very agile. He wasn't too much of a scorer. He was a rim protector. If you know basketball, ain't no Dikembe Mutombo in the league right now. That's crazy. There's no one in the league like Dikembe Mutombo. Yes, he is one of a kind. I mean, Dikembe was 7'2", maybe 250, 260 pounds. And had a very deep, raspy voice. Not in my house. No, not in my house. Yeah, some of y'all play ball against me out in the street. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know that I used to call myself Baby Mutombo. I like guys that are enforcers, the Charles Oakley type motherfuckers, even the Dennis Rodman type motherfuckers, the Dikembe Mutombo. You know, shit, y'all know when y'all play ball against me, I sent your shit to the grass or I sent your shit out to the damn seats. Some of y'all just played ball against me not too long ago. That's my game. Defense is my game. I love Gary Payton, John Stockton. When it comes to basketball, I like to play defense. I'm not a shooter. I'm not a flashy ass dribbling motherfucker. I got some hops. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's my game. I am a defensive type of dude. And I would call myself Baby Mutombo. And I would throw in your shit. I locked your ass down like Gary Payton. So when I heard the news that Dikembe Mutombo passed, I'm like, oh man. That's why I like Angel Reese. Not only is she sexy as hell, but I like her game. She's a double-double type player. She'll get you 10 points, about 12, 13 rebounds. Maybe a couple blocks. Asia Wilson, shit. Asia Wilson, she cold. I like her game. Post game. You know what I'm saying? Her in the paint, that girl ain't nothing to fuck with. By next year, she do the same shit as she did this year, I would consider her to be the GOAT of WNBA. I'm sorry, Cheryl Swoops. I'm sorry, Cynthia Cooper. But Asia Wilson, shit, that ain't no plaything. I'll let you know that ain't no plaything. But Dikembe Mutombo, back to him, man. That dude was a monster. He only went to the NBA Finals once. Chauncey Billups played with Dikembe Mutombo. I think, what's his name? He was the first athlete to sit in the national anthem way before Colin Kaepernick. I would say 22 years before Colin Kaepernick. He did the same thing. Chris Jackson was his real name. I'm trying to call him by his Muslim name. Chris Jackson from LSU, that was his real name. He played with Dikembe. Who had Robert Pack played with Dikembe? Who else played with Dikembe when he was in Denver? Then he ended up going to Atlanta. He played with Steve Smith, if I recall. Even Kevin Willis. I think Craig Elo was on that squad. Dikembe didn't have Hall of Famers. The only Hall of Famer that I can think of Dikembe playing with is Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, and Allen Iverson. Tony Kukoc. Yeah. The Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady he played with in Houston. Tony Kukoc, who is to me the greatest six man of all time, not because I'm a Bulls fan, but Tony Kukoc, I still say Dirk couldn't fuck with Tony Kukoc. A prime Tony Kukoc, I don't think Dirk would even fuck with him. That's how cold Tony was. And just my opinion, we can go with, okay, so Tony Kukoc was a Hall of Famer. He played for the Bulls and the 76ers. Of course, we know Allen Iverson, who carried the team, but he needed Dikembe's help to go against Shaq and Kobe in the finals. I think 2001, Iverson was the MVP that year. And Dikembe was still Dikembe. He was still prime Dikembe. Mount Mutombo. He was so cold and blocking shots. It was, hell, you was on the top. You was an NBA player and you was able to dunk on Dikembe Mutombo, which very few can say they have. One of them happened to be Michael Jordan. And when he dunked on his ass, Michael did that to his ass. I mean, you can see Michael Jordan. Maybe Vince Carter probably dunked on his ass. But Dikembe, man, Dikembe was no plaything. Put some respect on that man's name. Dikembe should have a statue. What's their arena called in Denver? They need a statue of Dikembe. And should he get one over in Atlanta? He should get one over Atlanta too. He made Atlanta Hawks a contender when he went over there. So Denver Nuggets owe that man a statue, and the Atlanta Hawks owe him a statue. Dikembe held it down. Dikembe was nothing to play with. That's straight up. You know what I mean? Then you got Pete Rose. Oh my God. Yeah, I see a little guy if you can see him. Yep, there he is. Buddy. Anyway. Pete Rose. I made a post in 2010 on YouTube. I didn't know how to use YouTube well. I didn't know how to post things on social media. And my first post was about Pete Rose. And this was, I think it was 2010. And I was trying to get into the media game before I even got into the media game. Anyways, the first post was about boycotting the MLB, the Major League Baseball, for not reinstating Pete Rose and not putting him in the Hall of Fame. Right now, even though you're a baseball fan, let's do it for Pete. Because Pete should have been in the Hall of Fame at least. We can go with Pete Rose. He's been banned from the MLB for damn near 40 years. Pete Rose should have been in the Hall of Fame. Hell, probably the early 2000s, late 90s. There's so many damn athletes that have done worse. You know what I mean? There's so many athletes that have done worse than Pete Rose. And to disrespect him and his family and his legacy from banning him from the league and the Hall of Fame, that is one of the dumbest things you can do in sports. All-time hit leader. Why is Pete Rose so important to a sports fan? Because Pete Rose, I don't need to tell you about Pete Rose. If you're a WWE fan and you're just now getting to know who Pete Rose was until he entered the square circle, Google. Google is your friend. You will find out about Pete Rose. Some people didn't even know who Pete Rose was until he got on DJ Vlad. Pete Rose was that guy in that diamond. You hear me? I'm not too much of a baseball fan. I don't see what's the problem of boycotting the MLB for Pete. If you're a Chicago fan, you're a Chicago White Sox fan from the South Side, and you from the North Side, you what North Side, West Side, and you going for the Cubs, you know baseball ain't been hot since the Cubs won. I said it. Aaron Judge can hit 3,500 home runs. That's the only thing that's getting it hot. And then old boy from the Dodgers, too. I can't pronounce his name. He's doing some record-breaking shit right now. He's an Asian guy. I think he's from Japan. Not too many brothers. Like I said, baseball, if you black, you know brothers ain't dominating the game like they used to in the 90s. Ain't Ken Griffey, Barry Bonds, Frank Thomas, Ricky Henderson. Them niggas is gone. The last nigga that was hot, that was really good in baseball, that was worth watching. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was Barry Bonds. Shit. Or Derek Jeter. I think Derek Jeter is. Derek Jeter, I have to Google this. Derek Jeter a nigga? I think Derek Jeter is a nigga. But no, baseball ain't worth watching no more. Ain't nothing going on in baseball no more. I guarantee you they ain't getting the ratings like they used to any damn way. Yes, I'm asking every baseball fan, swipe the game, turn off. I know y'all kept watching baseball way after Pete Rose and left the game, but the injustice they have done to this man's legacy and what he contributes to the game of baseball is a travesty. Travesty, tragedy, however the fuck you wants to put it. Yeah. Straight up, man. So this is a sad day for sports fans right now. Pete Rose, Dikembe, that was just out of nowhere. Pete Rose, we can see, but at the same time, that was out of nowhere too. Pete Rose, what the hell? What? Understand, people die every day. That's life. But to a lot of these people, these were heroes. Dikembe Mutombo was a hero from where he from, Central Africa, Congo. And if you're related to me, you got some Congolese in you too. Yeah, I did that ancestry. More over 30-something% Congo and over 30% Mali or something like that. I had to look up, I had to go with the family and we can, go over it together. Shit. Congo, Cameroon. Hell yeah. But yeah, Dikembe, he was a hero to many people in Central Africa. So this is big to them also. This is big to the Cincinnati fans. To the Philadelphia Phillies, who we played with for only 1 year and then going right back to Cincinnati. But that 1 year he played with the Phillies, I think that was just 1 year. He got them a World Series. Yeah, Pete Rose was winning World Series. Two heroes, sports heroes, gone yesterday. This is midnight, after midnight. Gone September 30th, 2024. Sad day for sports fans, I will say this. Sad day. I hated that, Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame. And even if they put him in now, what kind of bullshit is that? Would you even care if they put his ass in there now? I guarantee you that's what they thinking of. Oh, let's put him in now. Just like what the WWE gonna do with Sid Justice, Psycho Sid Udi, who just passed last month. Another phenomenal talent that is not in the Hall of Fame. This is just as bad as not putting Tracy McGrady in NBA 75 on the NBA 75th anniversary, or Vince Carter. I didn't see Vince Carter in NBA 75th anniversary. He probably is, maybe not. But I'm just right now just talking about sports right now. I don't have anything to talk about on the entertainment. You know, Cardi, of course, she cheating and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about what she do. That bitch got rich nigga problems. Offset, that nigga's rich. What else going on in the entertainment world? Not too much, man, that's worth talking about. What is it, another Diddy fucking story? I'm about tired of talking about Diddy. Be real, shit. Like I said, I don't want to have a platform when I'm sitting up here talking about relationships. The fuck out of here. No, I'm not doing that bullshit. I can't get on a platform and talk about sex. Nope. Because so many platforms are so conservative nowadays, and you can't speak freely like you want to. You can't even light up nothing if you wanted to. I got hit for that. But yeah, man, this shit is just, it's wild for sports fans today, man. So let's, pray for the families, people who are fans of Pete Rose and Dikembe Mutombo, Hall of Famers, gods of their profession. Gods of their profession. Pete Rose is a baseball god. Pete Rose, I'm going to say it right now, was a better player than Babe Ruth. I'll take Pete Rose before I'll take Babe Ruth. Because I know I'm going to give me some World Series, and Babe Ruth's going to give you some World Series too, unless he got 5 other guys that can crack home runs like him. Hell, one point in time, Babe Ruth was playing with Lou Gehrig, who was a monster himself. But at that time, they couldn't play with no niggas. They couldn't play with the Negro League. And I'm so glad, and when I'm talking about baseball real quick, that they included Josh Gibson, Satchel Paige records into the National Baseball Hall of Fame statistics. I'm so glad right now, man. I had a Pete Rose card too, man. I used to collect cards and shit, man. I don't have them motherfuckers no more. But okay, I'm sorry to hold y'all up. Anyway, y'all see my last 3 posts? They were like old school. I had Lattimore, Let's Straighten It Out. I had the Osley Brothers, Voyage to Atlantis. And then I had Joe. So that's going to be the platform, when y'all see this podcast. I'm going to start throwing y'all some of those videos. I'm going to make old school hot. Straight up. Ain't no other niggas doing that shit. And I shouldn't even tell you because, niggas like to steal. Ain't no creating ass niggas. Niggas don't want to be original no motherfucking more. They like to steal what the next motherfucker is doing. From the smaller motherfuckers. Motherfuckers that got 100,000 followers, 1 million followers. They stealing from niggas like me. Believe it or not, fuck yeah, they are. This is not my only social media platform. Here it is. I can have a video about something damn good shit and it only get about 200 views, but then somebody with a bigger platform will pop up and steal my shit and they fuck around and get 3 or 4 million views. But hell, I've done the same. I sound like Cat Williams, but at the same time, I'm doing the exact same shit that Cat Williams was pissed off about. I stole some jokes my motherfucker self. I stole some posts my motherfucker self. Okay, fuck it. I guess that's how it is with all the other social media platforms. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting those out a lot more. But anyway, I appreciate y'all giving me the time. Y'all have a good night, man. Hope y'all have a good morning. Enjoy the rest of your day.